Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into something really cool. How Hellenic Technologies is taking the absolute chaos of B2B cold outreach and turning it into a predictable, well-oiled growth engine. So if you're looking to generate qualified leads and book meetings consistently, you're going to want to stick around.
So let me just ask you this straight up. Does your B2B outreach feel, well, stuck? Are you tired of grinding away, putting in all this effort only to get completely unpredictable results? It's a super common frustration, and it's the exact problem we're going to unpack and solve today.
All right, let's dive right into the heart of it all. The cold outreach problem. You know what I'm talking about. The old way of doing things that's just so manual, so inconsistent, and honestly, a total nightmare to try and scale out. And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? It's like night and day. Over on the left, you've got the old way, that feeling of drowning in manual tasks for a tiny, tiny return. It is just exhausting. But then you look to the right, and that's the modern approach. It's an automated, systematic machine that's built to scale, runs on data, and, most importantly, delivers predictable results. This isn't just a small improvement, it is a fundamental shift in strategy.
So this brings us to the big solution. It's all about shifting your mindset. Stop thinking about outreach as just a bunch of annoying tasks and start thinking of it as a complete, automated engine that's designed for one specific purpose: predictable growth.
And here's the crucial difference, the thing you really need to get. Hellenic Technologies doesn't just hand you a piece of software and say, good luck. No. They actually build and manage a complete, data-driven operation for you. It is a totally hands-off solution designed to become a reliable part of your sales machine. And what makes this engine so incredibly powerful is that it's not a one-trick pony. It's not just about email. It uses this unified, multi-channel strategy where it intelligently weaves together cold email, LinkedIn outreach, and even cold calling. And the whole thing is supercharged with AI for personalization and automated follow-ups, making sure that no lead ever falls through the cracks. Okay, so you're probably wondering, this sounds great, but how does this machine actually, work? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the tech that's actually powering your future sales pipeline. Right at the very heart of this entire system is a tool called NNN. Now, the best way to think of it is as the central nervous system, or maybe the automation backbone. Its entire job is to be the conductor of the orchestra, connecting all the other tools, making sure every single action is tracked, and that every lead moves perfectly through the process without ever getting lost. And here you can see the whole band of tools working together. You've got Apollo.io, which is fantastic for finding and enriching leads. Then Instantly.ai handles all the heavy lifting of warming up emails and making sure they get delivered. Of course, LinkedIn is plugged in for direct messaging. And the best part? It all feeds those qualified leads right back into the CRM you're already using, whether that's Zoho, HubSpot, Pipedrive, you name it. So let's just walk through the life of a single lead, okay? First, the system finds your perfect customer using Apollo. Then, boom, it launches this smart multi-channel sequence across email and LinkedIn. And here's where the real magic kicks in. AI reads the replies and figures out if they're positive. If they are, that lead gets instantly synced to your CRM, and a meeting is automatically booked right onto your calendar. It's a completely seamless journey from a name on a list to an appointment on your schedule.
Now, of course, every powerful engine needs good fuel. This next part is all about what you provide to make sure the campaign is a massive success. Because, really, this is a partnership.
The single most critical piece of fuel is your ideal customer profile, or ICP. I mean, let's be honest, nobody knows your customer better than you do. You're the expert, so defining those target industries, job titles, and company sizes, that's the strategic input that gives the entire engine its direction. Okay, next up. The system needs 5 of your company email accounts. And you might be wondering, why 5? Well, there's a really smart technical reason for it. It's all about performance. By rotating and properly warming up these accounts, we protect your domain's reputation and make sure your emails actually land in the primary inbox, which dramatically boosts deliverability.
This next one is simple, but oh my gosh, is it a game changer. You just provide your calendar link, like Calendly or a Google Calendar link, and the system completely automates that final crucial step. So when a lead is hot and ready to talk, a meeting just appears on your schedule. No more back and forth emails.
And finally, The engine needs to plug right into your existing workflow. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. By integrating with your CRM, we make sure that every single qualified lead is pushed directly into your sales pipeline, right where your team is ready to take over.
All right, let's get to the good stuff, the part everyone really wants to know. What kind of results can you actually expect? This is where we turn outreach from just another expense into a truly measurable, high-return asset for your company.
First things first, and this one is foundational. Because of that systematic warm-up and account rotation we talked about, clients are seeing a 50 to 70% improvement in email deliverability. I mean, think about it. If your messages aren't even being seen, nothing else matters. This solves that problem right from the start.
So, once your emails are consistently hitting the inbox, what's next? Well, the benchmark for a positive reply rate, that's someone actually responding with interest, is between 3 and 6%. This gives you a realistic, data-backed expectation for how much real engagement you're going to get.
And here it is, the bottom line, the metric that really moves the needle. All of this tech, all this strategy, what does it translate to? It translates to between 10 and 20 qualified sales-ready meetings booked for you every single month. Now that is the predictable pipeline growth we've been talking about.
So, the big question, what's the investment for this whole managed engine? The service starts at €2,000 a month. Now, when you stop and weigh that against the potential value of just one or two of those 10 to 20 qualified meetings, well, the return on investment becomes pretty clear, pretty fast.
Ultimately, everything we've talked about really just boils down to this one powerful idea. The entire goal here is to take that messy, unpredictable, manual process of cold prospecting and transform it into a smooth, automated, and most importantly, predictable sales pipeline that just consistently fuels your business's growth.
And so, that really leaves us with just one final thought. After seeing the system, the technology, the process, and the results, the only real question left to ask is your business ready to finally embrace predictable growth? Thanks for tuning in.